So let's get into a bit more detail on multi-tenant consent. Look at that large enterprise or banking we spoke about yesterday and see how does the consent life cycle work in a large enterprise. They have to look for a prospect, convert it to a customer, and keep taking care of his privacy and consent till the time he is the customer and maybe a bit after that as well. Welcome to my YouTube channel where you daily see new content on data privacy. And as I said, we'll talk about the consent life cycle, its audit, what are the risks involved. So let's look at the life cycle first. Even for a banker, the first thing is use a marketing partner to generate leads. Any business would do that, right? You need a marketing partner to help you generate leads. Now, this many organizations would say we do it internally. Idea is that it's a separate marketing unit which is generating leads for you. Good. What happens then? First thing, even while generating leads, is this prospect ready to receive offers from you? Do you have the consent? Very good. Take the consent for receiving offers. Done. Store it somewhere. Share it with different departments who are going to send the offer. Once it gets converted into a customer for any of these departments, start the onboarding process. Then you need his consent, again, for processing his information. And you need to explain the purpose and the way it would be processed. And then you need to share again the consent to the departments who are going to process this information. This could be internal, this could also be an external agency which is helping you process the information. Finally, of all these processings and everything done at the end of the day, when he wants to withdraw his consent, when he wants to stop taking service from you, there has to be a revoke mechanism, there has to be a closure scenario over there. How do you do the monitoring and legal audit of this? Logs. Logs, and logs. Logs, when consent given, for what, how was it used, when was it used, what services were involved in the usage, when was a granular consent revoked, and when was the overall consent revoked. Logs of all the information, who collected a consent, how was it collected, when was it collected, what was the purpose for which this consent was collected, what are the regulatory dashboards. In banking case, again, RBI, DPA, SEBI, where are the dashboards? How are they monitoring your consent handling capabilities? What about anomalies? There are certain spikes, there are missing logs. How are they being taken care of? And are the audits internal or external? Actually, they should be both, right? Internal team should also revalidate their work, and of course, you need to have an external audit as well. Key takeaways from this multi-tenant consent for a banking industry. You need to use the multi-tenant model for sure, which means you are sharing the consent obtained centrally, or you are making sure that they are synced up so well across platforms, across business units, that the user has a seamless experience. Don't forget the third-party extensions. You would have third-party processors directly linked also. NBFCs will pick up direct information from your banking system. Keep centralized control, but a localized logic, right? So centralized user interface, logging, dashboarding, keep them centralized and localize the purpose of the consent and the utilization of the consent. Design it for audit, not just operations. And that's a very important point in any function, including IT and privacy. Why don't you design your work in such a way that the audit requirement is automatically taken care of? Why do you want to wait for auditors to come, ask questions, and then start thinking, did I collect the log? Did I log anomaly? Do it regularly so that you're confident when the auditor asks for this information. So that's about the monitoring, auditing, and the life cycle of a multi-tenant consent. I hope you like the content of this video. If so, please press the bell and the like icon, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and share your feedback in the comment section. Thank you.